Gonna roll you down here, kind of. Oh, okay. Alright, what's up YouTube? This must be Fast 775 Gaming. Come back to another episode of SNOWRUNNER on Season 15. How are you doing, guys? Back out here again today. Today's going to be episode 6, and today, guys, we are going to, kind of start actually doing stuff. That's the best way to put it, I guess. I mean, we did do a few things in the last episode. We did, there's a contract where you have to explore the kind of entire coastline or whatever of this map. So we did that. That was pretty cool, I guess. Took quite a bit of time, though. But yeah, today what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and start kind of unlocking a couple of the kind of the area, kind of the pickup zones or warehouses or whatever you want to call them. So we're going to start with the logging one. However, I'm not sure if we're actually going to get this done today because there are a couple of other things I'm going to try and do while we're at it, including unblocking a landslide. So yeah, but yeah, that's kind of the plan I have here today. I guess we're just gonna go with it and hope it works. I decided to pull out Tayga 6455B for this, especially since I spent all that time unlocking it in that one little mini series I made there not too long ago with the Mack trucks. May as well use it after unlocking it, So I'm gonna drive up to the tunnel, get on the other side of it here. We've driven down and around this way a couple of times now. So, oh no. Okay. Is that... Come on, get back. Okay, I am extremely surprised that that thing... Okay. First crash of the day, I guess. Well, it was close to the base, so at least it wouldn't have made too much of a difference. But I'll see you guys once I'm on the other side of the tunnel here, and then we can really get started. All right, here we are, Lake Ribiere. So what we're going to start by doing here is we're gonna go forward here. Wait, no, we're not gonna go forward, are we? Yeah, we are gonna go forward because we have to. I thought this road was connected to here for some reason. But apparently it's not. Even though it looks like, I don't know, maybe you could sneak up through here. Wonder if I can. Might try that just for the hell of it. But first stop here is the old plant. That is our first stop. We need to go to there. Once we get to there, we're going to pick up a single metal beam. And then we're going to head off in this direction. We're going to go over to this truck, this Royal BM. And we're actually going to see if we can try and tow that with us. Because if we can, that will actually be of use to us. Obviously, you can see nothing that I have just mentioned has anything to do with the stuff that we actually need for the logging camp, but we will get that stuff. It's just going to take a minute. So yeah, then we'll have to come up here. We'll have to go through here to where this warehouse is, over the dam. I hope you can actually cross over this dam. There's a road on each side, so I'm assuming you can. Then you can kind of come up here, get onto the road. Then we can go all the way down here. And then we can get up to this Rockslide where we will deliver the beam. And that's going to be kind of the first leg of our journey here. We may or may not deliver the Royal BM, but if we get it all the way down to the town, that's like 50% of the journey that thing needs to be taken. We could take it in the other direction as well, but I feel like, I might just try and take it with me for a bit here, just for the hell of it, Always trying to get things done, even if we can't really do them. I guess, even if you're only doing them halfway, at least they're closer to where they need to be. But yeah, back in the Tayga 6455B, this is actually going to be interesting for me. I haven't used the 6455B in a while. And it has genuinely been a while since I've used this thing. Decided to put the MHS 1 tires on it. Oh no, am I gonna flip again? No, no. These are the reasons why I hate myself. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Give me a minute here. Alright, I'm back. Take 2. This time, I'm not going to flip the truck. I hope. You know? I suppose you do have to remember these MHS 1 tires. They are quite a bit narrower than most other mud tires you can have. And also, I'm going to have to try and not get stuck in the trees here. That's always a big concern. Yeah, so stability isn't what I really want or need it to be. Also, there are too many trees here. You gotta be kidding me. I hate when this kind of thing happens. There we go. Yes. Okay, that did take me a few minutes. But I'm almost through. Kind of. The good news is, so long as I don't, you know, crash the truck or destroy it or anything like that, we shouldn't have to use this route again. Hopefully. With a bit of luck. Okay, good. So we are now down onto this path. And there's a job out there on that lake there. There's part of me that actually wants to try and go grab that. Should I do it? Yeah, I might. Sure, actually, if I grab it and then continue across, I should be able to get up there. Yeah, I might do that, actually. Because it's always important to accept all the jobs when you're going by them whenever you're in a new region in this game. Just because if you don't accept them, then you'll never know what they need, and you know, that just gets annoying when you want to go out to one of them and then you realize it's a job that you don't really want to do. But if you have the information available to you, you can kind of figure out what you need, and you can figure out how to work it into some of the other jobs, which is what I do on a regular basis. I try and do as many things as I can. However, I'm not sure if my plan today is actually going to work, because even though I haven't incorporated that much into it, it's still going to take a while, because everything's kind of really spread out and all over the place. Where does this one have to go? Oh, that's actually really close. That's actually really close. We'll get it up onto the road here, I suppose. And, well, if I can get it up onto the road. I'll get it up onto the road, and we'll bring it into the... Oh, crap. Get it up onto the road, bring it into the metalworks there. And we can probably deliver it with the EarthRoamer later. Come on. However, none of this ice looks particularly stable. That's the one thing that is concerning me at the moment. But we're getting through it, actually. Okay, that wasn't too bad, actually. Thought we were going to go through there. We'll probably go through here now. Yeah, looks like we are. Nope, but we actually drove over it. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Yeah, now we can just get up onto the road. Nice. Well, I think we can anyways, yeah. Yeah, of course we can. The Tayga 6455B's got this. This thing's an absolute unit of a truck. I prefer it to the 6436. Mostly just because it can do, you know, crane bed and trailer, and it's just a little bit more versatile, you know? I know the other truck is, technically speaking, still the better truck off-road. What the hell is this box? Okay, I don't know what that box was for. Well, I probably do, but I don't remember. Come on. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Right, okay. Let's get ourselves a beam and maybe some fuel from the EarthRoamer. I'm sure it has fuel to spare. Yeah, I still got most of the stuff in the service kit. Okay, so we're good to go then. I'm gonna have a hard time editing this if it doesn't all go to plan, that's for sure. Oh crap. Oh, for crying out loud. I've been to that spot. I hate when the markers... Okay, now we're good to go. Yeah, so the main idea here really is that we unlock the roadblock that, you know, I mentioned that we were going to go unlock. And the way we do it is we deliver a single beam, and then what we have to do is we'll have to go and grab the caterpillar, which I mentioned the last episode. I needed a truck at the port, and that caterpillar, the CT681, I needed it at the port specifically for what we're doing in this episode, and that is unblocking that roadblock, and then of course doing a Timberman's work has never done that job up there. Because the port on the harbour has the service spares, so essentially what we're going to go ahead and do is grab them, come through there, unblock the roadblock, and then we should be able to get the service spares over to the job. That's essentially the idea. Now I might need to shut up just for a second, because this is not the best road that I've ever seen. Oh, okay, yeah. And as I've already learned, or that I've had to learn twice so far today, I'm working with reduced stability, because this thing, yeah, the narrow tires. Come on. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, yeah, there you go. Alright, we're good. Kind of. Yeah, we're good. Okay, and here's this Royal. Whatever the hell happened to this guy. Sure as hell looks like he got lost. We're gonna sort of tow you in reverse here. Just because, until I get to... I don't know. I might have to tow you in reverse the whole way, I'm not sure really. But it is a small bit of the factor of whether or not I can tow you. Yeah, it looks like we're all right, but you know, hopefully we can make it the entire way without running out of fuel. We are going to pass by a fuel station, which you may or may not have seen on the map, but I'm not sure. Yeah, if we'll make it there. I think we will. We probably will. But yeah. I haven't used the Tayga 6455B in a long while, so then again, I may be wrong about that. I don't remember what this thing's fuel consumption is really like, but it does have a pretty decently sized tank, so we got that going for us. That was a weird bit of ice right there. Ugh, just gonna have to really hope that this truck here doesn't get stuck on these rocks that we got going on here. This is more like this is a bit more of a scouting trail than it is a truck trail. This is not meant for these trucks. It's definitely not meant for that Royal in stock 4. Even though he'd probably nearly do better on this trail in a way, because he's got Julies on the rear tires there, so he'd probably have a lot more stability going through here. I think this is the road that takes us down to the warehouse that's over here, which that metal plant that we were at and this warehouse over here, they're also going to be pretty important, because we need them to unlock I think either 1 or 2 places that are on the other map, on the first map. I'm not sure. I think there's definitely one place. There might be a second. I don't remember actually. We've got a good. We definitely have 2 places to unlock on this map, and maybe more actually. Jeez, I keep forgetting. We have the timber mill, and we also have the whatchamacallit, the quarry. We have to unlock the quarry as well. And oh, hello, construction rig trailer. Oh yeah, I remember seeing there was a construction rig in this place when I was looking through the jobs. I don't remember what that's for though. We're obviously not going messing with that today though. Okay, let me just hook to the front of this thing now that we have a little bit of space to work with. Alright, we turned around there, so we're good to go. We're gonna head out here now, and oh hey, we can see the dam from here, nice. So the last time we came down by this sort of area, we were kind of on the bottom side of the dam, and we had to cross over kind of below it, if you know what I mean. That was when we were kind of exploring the map here initially. So yeah, it looks like we should be able to drive across it. I'm not sure if you're supposed to really be driving across it, but that's what we're gonna do, because this is the way I planned this, and yeah. I don't really have any other options. We kind of have to do it this way, or else I'm not going to get it done. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get it done to begin with, but we're definitely not going to get it done if we don't do it this way. Oh, that's a bit of damage, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it seems kind of a small bit narrow, to say the least, and it doesn't have any guardrails or anything. Come on, there you go. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Wonder if I can take a picture of this thing on the top of the dam here, see what that looks like. Yeah, that is one hell of a view that you have from up here. Very nice. I love this. I love getting to kind of explore kind of the new areas while kind of doing the deliveries. We've got so many new kind of areas and trails to explore nearly, you know? Oh, come on. There you go. So many things to unlock as well. We still need to get the trucks unlocked as well. Which, the trucks are going to take me another few episodes, that's for sure. Because I still need to grab the upgrades. And I still need to grab I still need to get the Mercer, which the Mercer isn't the easiest thing in the world to unlock. Those planks are kind of floating there. Those aren't very flush with the ground. Okay. Oh. It's okay, I think. Is he okay? Oh, he's falling off. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, the Mercer will probably take me a few more episodes to get. I know exactly where it is. It's in the quarry on this map. And obviously it unlocks when we unlock the quarry, which we have access to that job already. It was that job I looked at only a moment ago. You probably saw it when I looked at it first in the episode. It's called Wormhole. And it's... well, I want to say it's difficult, but it's actually not. It's actually simple enough, really, on the surface. But it requires kind of, what's it? It requires oversized cargo, and and it comes from the port. And at the moment, I don't have a truck, a 4-slot capable truck at the port, so just can't do it really at the moment. So that will take another minute. There's also the fact that I still want to try and find the last upgrade, which I haven't found yet. That's still annoying me. It would also be really nice to get some of the bridges open as well on this map in particular as well. That bridge there is kind of preventing us from getting to the warehouse where drilling equipment is, or drilling equipment or drilling spares. It's one of them. What's going on? Oh, put it into low. I keep accidentally doing that. Keep accidentally shifting. I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately. Okay, but we're basically on the home stretch now. Basically, kind of, not really, I suppose. But we're getting there. We're getting there pretty good. The kind of town that's kind of down around here should just be over this hill here, I think. Yeah, I think so. What's this? It's called Lakewood. Oh, okay. I love how all the kind of little town areas always have like names. I find that cool. Just adds a little something, you know? And here's the gas station. Give me... No, don't turn that on and off. Give me gas, please. Give me gas. And... Oh, that's where... Okay. Well, we can turn the engine off on the Royal then, and we're just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna ditch it there. I should have left it in the petrol station. It's kind of in the middle of the road now. But we're just gonna get over to the Rockslide here, deliver this one beam, and we'll be golden. We'll have our first part, we'll have kind of the first route kind of finished, our first part of our journey this episode, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what to call it at this point. I've noticed there's quite a lot of those gaps. Oh, that's not good. Get back up on the road. I've noticed there's quite a lot of those kind of rock gaps along these trails, which kind of makes sense, but still, quite a lot of them. Yeah, and I am actually a small bit worried of nearly flipping on those, because we do, whilst technically speaking, we do have the chains which should allow us to grip. We don't have kind of the rear stability that Julie tires would give us, so you know, there's no way of knowing, I suppose, how it may swing if we if we went over one of those things the wrong way. Okay, so we're here. Show task, start tracking, do that, deliver the metal. Now we just need the service spare. Okay, so on to the next bit of the thing then. We need to go back to this map. We need to go hop in the Caterpillar. And I will actually skip until I get the Caterpillar through the tunnel here, because I need to drive it back to the port. We're up here in this, I still have it up here in this kind of area where we left off in the last episode, because I came up here to get the one upgrade that's kind of, there's an upgrade up here, so yeah. So, yeah, I'll meet you guys here in a second once I'm through the tunnel with the service spares. Oh, look at that! Using this gateway actually costs you money. Oh, okay. Good thing. That's an important thing to note. So this one does function a little bit more like a ferry crossing. Huh. Or like the ferry crossing from like Season 10 and Season 12. It's not a straight tunnel where, oh hey, you can just use this willy-nilly. No, we're going to charge you money for this. Okay, so yeah, we're back to having to pay money for that kind of thing. Okay, good to know. Yeah, right, so we just need to get up here, not too hard. I did bring the EarthRoamer through here with me. What we're going to do is we are actually going to use this to explore like the one blacked out area that's still on this map using its radar thing. We're not going to do that today, I don't think, but I just decided to bring it through because, you know, I may as well. Also, what the hell am I stuck on? Come on. Come on, get through there. Also, one thing that would actually be quite handy at the moment is a sideboard trailer. Now that I'm thinking of it, I'm thinking we're going to have to overload the truck here, whichever one we use, either the Tayga or this thing. I'm thinking I'm going to use this thing, because if we're going overloading cargo, I don't want to find out what that's going to be like in the Tayga with those skinny tires on it. So, yeah. I think we may have to use the Caterpillar for the rest of this journey. Even though it probably would be preferable to use the Tayga, but I don't want to have to make another 2 trips out of this. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have the best trucks out here at the moment, you know, to do this job, but you know, sometimes you just gotta work with what you're using, you know, or work with what you got, or something like that. I don't know. I like to switch it up every once in a while. Use trucks that aren't just gonna, you know, completely dominate everything. Okay, let's see here. Show task. There you go. Deliver. Okay, we're good. Restore crane. Unpack. Pack. Okay, good. And we got 10 grand for that. That was... I suppose there was a bit of work to that, but it was pretty simple. Great job. Thanks to you, the road is once more operational, which means people can use the ferry again. Here's your well-deserved reward. Please accept it on behalf of our team. Nice. And 970 XP for that as well. Quite a bit. Okay, so we have you. We'll turn his engine back on just because. Why not? Use it to get down to the petrol station here, or the gas station. Diesel station. It should be called a diesel station. I mean, like, what else are we filling these things with? Alright, guys, we're on the move again. I actually decided to change my mind just because, you know, I don't think my mind's fully back into the figuring, you know, everything out thing that it usually does. My mind's not fully back in it at the moment. I need to lock in. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and use boat trucks. Just because that makes the most sense. It just does. It plain and simply does. I believe it's this road we have to go down. So this is where we're going. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to come down here. We're going to have to figure out our way kind of down and below the bridge onto there, which I already know a way to do that. Once we get down into this sort of, I don't know what you call it, like gorge or whatever this is, I don't know, this pass that we have here. Once we get down into it, we're going to split the trucks. We're going to go drive to the warehouse, which is over here on the other side of that bridge, essentially, that isn't built. We're going to pick up the vehicle spares. We're going to join back up with the cat, and then we'll drive across the river and get to the timber yard, and we will save the day. Yeah, like we always do. that's the game plan from here on out, at least for the moment. Yeah, nothing can possibly go wrong, except for the fact that the way down into here that I'm proposing to use is kind of sketchy, but you know, other than that, you know, I mean, this is SNOWRUNNER, you know, it's you know. I'm scared of crashing all the time with this game. I played this game for so long that I'm scared of crashing pretty much all the time. But you know, I just kind of I just work past it or whatever. You know, I have PTSD from this game. I have post-traumatic SNOWRUNNER disorder or something like that. I don't know. I've played this game for a long while. Where the hell is this thing? Is it farther away than I thought it was, or where is it? Oh no, I've driven past it. Oh you've got to be kidding! This is the reason why why you put markers down, man. Okay, this is the area here that we're going to attempt to drive down. I think I should probably drive the 2 trucks down separately. There's no way I'm making it with both of them. Oh. I came up here in one of the previous episodes. I didn't go down here. Oh no, yeah, that's something that I was afraid of. Okay, good to know. At least we do have another truck. I just have to drive slowly, which was not my approach on that first attempt. I will admit. Okay, come on. Come on. Drive a little bit over that way. Yeah, it's okay. Keep ourselves in the middle of this mound. We won't flip like we did with the Tayga. Okay. Attach winch. I'm gonna have to pull it down a bit here. Come on, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to try something else then. Simple drive down the side of a slope here is just turned into a rescue mission. Oh well, that's, you know, that's a common thing to happen really in this game. Common occurrence. It happens every day. No, don't connect to that. Connect to the truck, please. The truck. Okay. Gonna roll you down here, kind of. Oh, okay, oh. I didn't mean to let go of it. Actually, I didn't think the physics would stop. That's the first time I've ever seen a truck actually squash through a full tree and barreled. Okay, that's a first, I suppose. Oh no! 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 I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Damn it! I'm gonna lose boat trucks now. Great. Come on, get back up there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good. Let's try and pull you over, please. Drive. Go. Okay, it's back on its wheels. Nice. So this is where we kind of split up the trucks. He has to go in that direction. We're gonna leave this guy down here facing in the direction that we do need to go. Yeah, just here. And then I need to hop into him, and I need to figure out the route here. Just give me a quick sec. Yeah, okay, the route from here is actually simpler than I thought it was. It's actually much simpler than I thought it was. Well, at least it looks much simpler than I thought it was. There's actually a bridge here. I thought we were going to have to drive across ice or whatever here, but no, we can actually kind of cruise on up here, I think. I mean, it would be handier if we had the road available to us, the main road, but obviously we don't have that luxury yet, so we have to work towards this kind of stuff. Bridges and unlocking the warehouses, those are #1 priority, and unlocking kind of blocked roads, those are kind of #1 priority as well. And then I suppose unlocking the Mercer, you know, trying to get into the new trucks, those are also a big priority as well, but unlocking the Mercer actually involves unlocking one of the warehouses, so it's kind of on the same list. So yeah, we do still need to find all the upgrades though. That's gonna annoy me until I'm gonna keep bringing that up until I figure it out. I hate myself. I am constantly obsessing over things. It doesn't matter that much, but it's just the way I am. And there's the warehouse. Yeah, that was actually easier to get to, a lot easier to get to than I thought it was. So this warehouse has vehicle spares, has the drilling equipment, or the drilling spares, I think. One of those things. It has something else, I don't remember what it is. However, it does also have one of the new trailers stocked in it for our own personal use, which is really nice. The big 6-slot high saddle trailer. It's really cool to see. Obviously we can't use it today because we don't have a saddle or truck. Well, I suppose this thing probably would be capable of pulling it. Yeah, drilling spares, vehicle spares, and consumables. That's what it has. Okay. No, that's not what I want. No. I didn't mean to do that. Vehicle spares, get them on there. We can remove the consumable. Okay, so now we have all the stuff we actually need for a Timberman's work is never done. It's a long title for the contract, but okay. So yeah, now all we have to do is get over there. Easier said than done, probably, but I like that sort of thing. let me just get back over to where the cat is, to where the caterpillar is, and we'll go from there then. Alright, I'm back. Didn't take too long. Not in this thing, anyways. This thing's great. I forgot how great this truck was. It's been so long. It really has been a while since I've used it. Pretty sure the last time I used it was like nearly when season 6 came out. I'm pretty sure was the last time I used this thing. It has been a while for me. And here we are at the bridge construction site. I love the way this place looks. It's such a cool place. I love these construction sites. They just look really cool. I also love the new design for the bridges. We can't really see it from here because the camera just won't angle that way. But the bridge does look really good. The bridges do I think anyways. I really like the design. They look cool. Oh hey, yeah, there's also another trailer up here. Another one of these trailers, but this one we can't use as far as I can tell anyways. Well, the map doesn't register on, it doesn't show up on the map. However, I actually haven't found a job linked to that trailer. It's probably locked or something like that. It's probably a task that just hasn't been uncovered. More than likely, because yeah, I was looking for something linked to that trailer and I couldn't see anything. So whatever we have to do to unlock that thing, I'm assuming we can unlock it. It's probably one of the truck rescue missions that we're doing on this region has something to do with that trailer. Either that or one of the trailer rescue missions, because there are a couple of those around here as well. I don't know, it could be either or. But we are now back at the dam. However, this time we are down here, so we have to cross over this way. Now, the last time I did this, didn't really have too much fun. It took me a second to get around it. This place is not... Yeah, the ice is a little bit weird in this place. I'm not gonna say I know the best way of doing this, that's for sure. But technically speaking, we do have 12-wheel drive at the moment, so maybe with a bit of luck we'll get through this alright. Oh, that went straight through. Come on. Push. Pull. Oh yeah, and also if I don't destroy the suspension while I'm at it. That would be quite handy. We need to tighten up the slack on that winch, that way we should be able to keep the trucks together and everything will be okay. And I just blew a tire. Great. What did I just say? So long as we don't damage anything, right? Oh no, that's bad. Come on, that's not gonna work. Okay, back it up. Back it up, please, man. Pull me out. Pull me out, please. I don't want to die here. Do I have a spare wheel on this truck? I actually don't even know if I do. I don't think I do. Pretty sure you can't have the spare wheel upgrade on this truck. If you have the crane, which is actually super annoying. However, saying that, I'm saying that even though there is actually a roof there's a roof rack that you can install a wheel with for this truck, and I don't have it installed, so it's kind of my own fault, really. But you know, we'll just forget about that tiny detail, okay? just forget about it. I do believe I can cross through here. A bit of luck. There you go. Okay. Yeah, and the terrible thing is as well, I don't have spare wheel on that truck either, because it's got a spare axle in the way. You know, a feature that I would actually really like to see, if possible at all, the ability to change a flat tire from to change a good tire from like one axle to where a flat tire is. Like, it'd be so cool if we could take the the tires on the dead axle off and use them to replace the tires on the powered axles of a truck if they blow out. That'd be so cool. But unfortunately, that's not something we can do. It's just not a feature. That'd be such a cool feature, honestly. That'd be so cool if we could actually freely swap tires from different axles, like you might do in real life, let's say. Like that's something I've seen done before, like for trucks with dually rear tires, for example. Is this? No, that's not the way the path goes. Okay, good to know, because I would have gone that way. The way we need to go is we need to go down and around here, and then we need to go down this way and over here, and wham. Yeah, it's actually not a terribly hard route. Well, it's not a terribly hard route once we get through kind of this section here. There's a bit of an ice kind of stuff that we have to get through here, but once we get through here, I think it's not too difficult. I actually don't remember really, if I'm being honest, but you know, it's fine. Also, just some stuff like news in general with stuff I saw like on the PlayStation store there. Apparently, according to the thing, apparently there's some DLC sales on at the minute. The little notification box that's in the save screen of the main menu of the game, I forget what it's called. There's a name for it, but it's advertising that apparently there's discounts on, so that's pretty cool. And it's also advertising Roadcraft. Roadcraft. I feel like they're really building up the hype behind Roadcraft again. We're in May, so it's only around the corner until it's out. It's really not that far away. It's what is it? A couple of weeks? I think it. Yeah, it's not much more than 2 weeks until we get it. So that's really exciting. May 20th, it's coming out. I do have that game on pre-order. However, oh crap, I just put the truck into reverse. I do have that game on pre-order. However, I'm not sure how much I'm going to play it on the channel yet. Oh. Okay. The caterpillar just got attacked by a giant chunk of ice, and I'm going the wrong way. We have to go over this way. But of course, I'm stupid. I'm too stupid to realize that. But yeah, I feel like they've been trying to hype up the release of the game again. I feel like the hype probably died down a little bit since the first reveal trailer and whatnot, and then we got the demo, and after the demo, I feel like it probably died down a bit. But I feel like they're trying to hype us back up again, because they've been releasing quite a few new trailers, like co-op kind of stuff and just kind of stuff on vehicles, and there was like a whole like nearly gameplay overview style trailer, I think, showcasing quite a bit of stuff, and also showcasing some new vehicles I think that they didn't show before. So that was pretty cool. I watched that. I think it was like nearly a 10-minute video or something like that, but still, it was cool. I'm excited for that game, even though, you know, I I accept the fact that it's not this game. This game just it's the absolute perfect game for me. It just is. I've always been kind of a big fan of just kind of the sim style game, but the problem with most sim style games, like this game isn't titled as a simulator, let's make that clear. The problem with most sim style games is they do become extremely repetitive once you get into them. And while you can unlock stuff and you can get new cool things just like in any other game, they do become extremely repetitive. And that's where SNOWRUNNER kind of just hits different in a lot of ways, because whilst it does have a degree of repetition to it, and it does have and you do kind of unlock stuff and evolve and whatnot, the stuff that you unlock does actually really increase your potential to do stuff within the game. And the stuff that you do within the game, circumstances change in this game all the time with the way that they're updating it. Like, it's just every mission you do is going to be different. It's not just simply drive to one point and then, oh, you've done it, and then you can go back and do it again or do a similar mission. Like, it really is a unique experience, this game. That's what I'm trying to say. I need to pull myself over this direction a bit, because this game just has a certain sense of, you're not always going to get the job done. You're not always going to win. Like, you're gonna fail, especially when you're starting out. And even when you've been playing this game for a good while, you can still fail. And there's just a bit of beauty of that to that. It makes the game feel less, bland and repetitive. Makes it feel more like you're actually struggling to overcome something rather than just repeating a task. That's the best way I can kind of sum it up, or whatever, at least off the top of my head. I don't know. I'm not a motivational speaker or anything like that. But on the bright side, we're pretty much here. We're right here at the timber mill. Nice. So I'm not sure how long this video is actually going to turn out once I've edited it, but hopefully I haven't had to make too many cuts or anything like that. And we are right on the last bit of our fuel here. Jeez. I wonder how much fuel the cat's got left in it. But, bam. Change truck, please. I don't know why I did it via the map, I just did. And there we go, we have new task on Harbor, new task on Ribiere, and... Wait, was there two more? I don't know how many more tasks there was. A timberman's work is never done. I appreciate your efficiency, bud. Thanks to you, this camp should be able to complete all the orders on time. Our maintenance crew is already on the job, and here's your well-earned reward. 1,010 XP and 12,050 bucks. That was well earned, like I said. Yeah, so it looks like we do, as a matter of fact, have new tasks. We got a new task here. We got Eastern Rockslide, which actually, that was a rockslide I ran into in the first episode. Or, not the first episode, the third episode, when we attempted to... Or, we didn't attempt, we did, when we unlocked that guy, the Slater. That video actually got a whole load of views. I have no idea why, but it did. So, thanks for people for watching that. That's a new job, I'm pretty sure, and there might be others, but I don't see any more. On this map, though, that trailer that we passed by, coincidentally enough, it looks like we just got a job for it. That's a good one. I'm not sure if it said if there were more than one for this map, more than one jobs to show up, but... as far as I can see, that's the only job that showed up. Maybe there's another one somewhere like in this quarry area or in this area here, and it hasn't shown up because those parts of the map are still grayed out. There's a good chance that's a reason why. Just because I haven't, or I have just a tiny bit more time, I think, just to screw around here. We're going to go up here and scope out this part of the map which is still blacked out, and hopefully we will find an upgrade that I have not found yet. Hopefully, with a bit of luck, you know. It shouldn't take too long to map this area out. Oh geez, so long as I don't flip. It shouldn't take too long, so long as I don't flip. Yeah, and then with a bit of luck in the next episode, we'll get another warehouse of some description opened. Maybe the quarry. Maybe I'm not really sure. We also unlocked a couple of other jobs. We actually unlocked the job to open up that bridge down there. However, there are quite a few materials to unlock it, and some of them we do actually have to craft, I believe. So yeah, not the most easy thing to do. It won't be the most easy thing to do, but so I think focusing on getting the actual the actual warehouses, once again, like I said, probably more important and probably more efficient use of time, at least for the moment. Enable the radar here, see what happens. Okay, we got nothing. Well, we got something. We actually didn't really get too much of this area. That's quite a lot of, yeah, there's not going to be much going on around there. We do have a job up here though. May as well go grab that. Alright, up here we go. There we go. So we need to go over to a house, which is out here on this ledge here, nearly overlooking the town below. It's a pretty cool spot, actually. I wonder if the upgrade is like down in the town here or something like that, and I just missed it because it's behind one of the houses. You know, that could be 100% a thing that they might have done. But nope, they definitely did not do that. However, we did get a little bit more of that kind of uncovered. It's still grayed out though. The fact that I still haven't found this one upgrade it's gonna kill me until I find it. Unless my game is bugged and it just hasn't spawned or something like that. If that's the case, then I'm really going to be driven insane because I'm not going to be able to find it. Oh, we're good. We're good. We might actually just go down and take a look at the Mercer at this point, just for the hell of it. Yeah, the problem with this type of region as well is it's actually very hard to spot upgrades in the wilderness here, because the boxes or whatever that, you know, the upgrades highlight themselves with are yellow. They're actually very hard to spot from a distance as well. So unless you see the car or the upgrade vehicle or whatever, it's very hard. It is actually quite hard to even just spot them. Might be able to see them at night, possibly, but I still wouldn't even be sure about that. So it looks like the quarry here has sort of a vehicle yard, I guess, of some description. And then kind of the main quarry is over there, which is pretty cool. It's kind of snowed over, but it's still pretty cool. Still haven't found the upgrade yet. I have cut out most of this kind of little exploration mission just for the record. Obviously, yeah. I just really wanted to scan the terrain quickly just to see if I had any shot of finding it. There's the Mercer though. Jeez, it's smaller than I thought it was. Hello. It's kind of cute. Okay, so I haven't found it yet, but what are the chances that they just stuck it at the bottom of the quarry like they did in Season 13? What are the chances? What are we thinking? I'm thinking it's kind of low, but still possible, right? Anything's a possibility at this point, considering how much I've had to try and explore here. Is that the bot? No, that's just the what we got going on here? We got nothing going on here. Okay. I wonder if it's maybe it's somewhere around here. Oh my god. This is the most annoying thing ever, honestly. So it wasn't up here. It's not around here. Where the hell is it? I actually want to try and go up here. Does that look like it might... You know what? I'm gonna go up here just for a quick sec. Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh! Hello! I did it! There it is! I was looking at that building there. Oh, I found... Yes! Oh, that's... Okay. Nice one. To the developers, that was a pretty good spot, if I'm being honest. That was actually a pretty decent spot. Kind of place that's just subtle enough to overlook when you're, you know? Okay. Very nice. We got it. We got him. We got him. Come on. Go get it. We got him, boys. We got him. There it is. Yeah, I was looking at that building there. I was like, what is that building's purpose? And that is exactly what it is. It's to hide and upgrade. Yeah. Raised for the Mercer. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. So, yeah, that's going to have to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. It's been a fun one. We did get the logging station up and running, which is very nice. So, yeah, hopefully in the next episode we'll get another warehouse of some description opened up, whichever one it may be. And, yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye.